the cat attack when we catch them choking and robbing, raping and killing, and expect to be granted bail. I have the society to protect, to fail I object. Bring the cat on nine, swing the cat on nine, bring the cat on nine in the tail. Must be able to walk through the dark of the night until broad daylight, without any fear of there being stalked, free from molestation or assault. Just because I sit in the driver's seat, I must be the one taking all the heat. You say I live in the last of the 9 lives, I'm going to hell. You're gonna take my baby. But then tell them scratch, 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 bring the cat attack. Scratch, 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 bring the cat attack. Once he gets them choking and robbing, raping and killing, and expect to be granted bail. I have this society.
You're watching CBC TV 8 in beautiful Barbados.
The CBC Headline News brought to you by Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network.
A comprehensive review of fingerprinting at Barbadian ports of entry is being conducted. An outcry for justice after a video shows workers at a nursing home beating and heckling an elderly female patient. And in sports, Carlos Brathwaite's Double D's miss an opportunity to go second in the IPL.
The CBC Headline News brought to you by Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network.
Credible, balanced, committed. This is the CBC Evening News.
Very good evening to you. I'm Lisa Broom. This is the CBC Evening News. Two major criminal issues tonight of concern to Barbadians. There is worry about the elderly care and the potential for abuse, and perhaps the abuse of the Barbados passport and the possibility of a criminal conspiracy. But first, we hear about government's effort to protect the integrity and reputation of the Barbados passport. Prime Minister Frando Stewart says there are several disturbing things happening regarding travel documents, including the Barbados passport, which must be stopped. He says government is prepared to make changes to ensure the fingerprinting of Barbadians at the ports of entry is done legally. Prime Minister Stewart says a comprehensive review is being done by the Immigration and Defence and Security Department. He says whatever is found to have gone wrong will be corrected so the policy can be put in place. Mr. Stewart wasn't prepared to go into details on the matter, but says its implementation has been put on hold. He also revealed it's being challenged in the law court, but he stressed what's happening may be a matter of national security.
Made right in such a way that the fundamental rights and freedoms of Barbadians will be respected, and all of the issues of law, both the substantive issues of law and the adjective issues of law, substantive and procedural issues will be dealt with, and the whole situation purified. If we have to reverse ourselves on certain issues, we will do that. But the matter is under review, and I don't want to anticipate what those doing the review will have to say.
Barbadians are tonight calling for justice to be served after seeing a video which has gone viral on social media. It appears to show workers at a nursing home in Christchurch beating and heckling an elderly female patient. Shane Seeley has the story, and a warning to you viewers: the images you may see may be disturbing.
No! Don't in here. No! Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
The video surfaced on Facebook between yesterday and today, with many people sharing it, highlighting a situation which local authorities have been trying to address. This elderly female patient on the floor of a nursing home, reportedly in Durance Christchurch, allegedly being abused by the caregivers on duty.
That nasty dog. Your mother nasty. Oh, Lord, have mercy, Lord. Get that chair. Get that chair.
The video has caused a stir among the population, and I took to the streets of the city today to get people's reaction. I showed them the video on my phone. Most people were too distraught to comment after seeing it, but the ones who spoke on camera were irate.
It got me feel very hurtful seeing an old lady like that, getting on feel like that.
What do you think the authorities should do to address the situation?
A situation like this, man, you should be locked up.
It really hurt me because I have a mum at home as well, and I would like to know that I put her there to get care, and that's what is happening to her, for sure. It isn't right.
What kind of response would you like to see to a situation like that?
That all who is doing it get fired, get something done with it. It got to be. I'm not then it's going to keep going on and on all the time.
I think the law should deal with this here as soon as possible, because this is not right, and somebody should get prosecuted for this. And it could be my grandmother or any other old person, you know. So it should be dealt with as soon as possible.
I know people pay $1,800, $2,200, and so on, and I feel the welfare department should go and check on these people, matney, and see what they're doing to these people.
Meanwhile, we heard from the police public relations officer, the acting assistant superintendent David Welch. He says lawmen are aware of the situation and have launched an investigation. Shane Seeley, CBC News.
And late this evening, the Ministry of Health revealed plans to have authorities suspend the license of the worker in question pending investigation. It says this will ensure the nursing auxiliary does not secure similar employment in another home before the investigation has been concluded. The ministry says so far 2 detailed assessments of the nursing facility have been carried out, and the ministry is satisfied the proprietor has taken the necessary corrective action and has dismissed the 2 employees involved in the incident. The ministry says it has been collaborating fully with the Royal Barbados Police Force in respect of this matter. Meanwhile, the daughter of the alleged abused elderly woman, Barbara Daniel Goddard, says since the nurse has been fired, she has no plans to move her mother.
I will continue to leave my mum there as it stands at the moment, because the owner and I have had a good relationship and she has looked after my mum well. The nurses that have been there have always looked after my mum well. This nurse is relatively new. She's 5 months on the scene.
However, she is taking legal action against the 2 women in the video.
I'm bringing prosecution against the nurse, and my intention also is to bring prosecution against the other person who was sitting next to her. Although the person that sat next to her did not hit my mum, I feel that she's just as culpable as the person who was carrying out the action.
Well, CBC News spoke to a few neighbors who live near the nursing facility. They say the video in question has upset them greatly.
I just saw a video of it, and it was so upsetting. And my wife is in tears now, and I couldn't understand. I couldn't believe it, you know. So I just went to check with the rest of the neighbors to show them that. And this other neighbor here, he hasn't seen this yet, and it's very disturbing to know what's happening in this neighborhood.
Well, moving on to other stories now. Barbados is sending a clear message to the international community that despite its small size, it will be taking a zero-tolerance approach to human smuggling, that is. Minister of Industry, International Business, Commerce and Small Business Development, Donville Innes, believes the $1.5 million fine, coupled with other penalties, are significant enough to serve as a deterrent. He also supports the seizure of assets gained from the act.
It must be an important part of the solution or the deterrent program for such in this jurisdiction. When people do such things, we must be bold enough as a country to say, we are going to seize your assets. I know there's a lot of hue and cry, a lot of hullabaloo or talk these days about crime and who gained what and who owns what and assets, etc. But you see, I am very concerned. I'm moving beyond the point of this smuggling persons down to the broader issue in this society about individuals who are purported to be involved in some illicit activities, who gain assets that you cannot be very clear as to the source of them.
Opposition St. Joseph MP Dale Marshall says the Barbados Labour Party has no objections to the amended bill. He, however, says the BLP's position with respect to fingerprinting of Barbadians at ports of entry stands. Mr. Marshall, a former Attorney General, says the move is inconsistent with international practice.
It is wrong to subject Barbadian citizens to a requirement for fingerprinting when they are either leaving or entering our country. It is incomplete, total and complete opposition to the international treaties that we have signed.
The Central Bank of Barbados issued $90 million in savings bonds over the last year. Finance Minister Chris Sinclair says this is the largest amount in any single calendar year since they were introduced. He says 4 series were issued in 2015 worth $80 million and 1 this year valued at $10 million. Mr. Sinclair was speaking during the second reading of the Savings Bonds Validation Bill 2016 this afternoon.
That is a remarkable achievement for Barbados, particularly in an economy that has had its challenges. But it goes to show how good marketing, good instrument design, and effective public relations can bring people in to assisting their own country in developing these instruments as attractive lending instruments and savings instruments for Barbadians.
Opposition leader Mia Motley says the implications of moves by the central bank to finance the island's deficit are dire.
If you print money, sir, local currency, that is not earned in foreign exchange, it's not backed by any foreign exchange earnings in any way, you are increasing the spend in the economy. But we all know that when Barbadians spend, 60, 70 cents in each dollar goes outside to purchase goods or services that are not delivered or manufactured locally, that are not of local origin, let me put it that way. And when that happens, sir, it means that we have to find the foreign currency to be able to pay for those goods and services.
Coming up, an early morning fire leaves a St. Michael family homeless. Stay with us.
Don't let your data experience slow you down. Step up to Digicel, Barbados' fastest 4G network, more than twice as fast as the slow network. Get more with Digicel. Digicel, the fastest 4G network in Barbados. Dial *153 to sign up to Digicel today.
Presidia, the personal accident coverage from Guardian Life. Live secure. Live easy.
It's not about exercising. It's having the strength to do what you're passionate about. It's not about the road traveled. It's about the one to be traveled. An important thing in life is finding the perfect balance between body and soul. With a bottle of Ensure, you get the proteins, calcium, and 26 vitamins and minerals your body needs to live the best moments of your life with strength and energy. Your life, your health, your Ensure.
A family of 5 is in need of housing tonight. Their President Kennedy Drive St. Michael home was gutted by fire this morning. Reports suggest all of the occupants of the house got out safely, but they were unable to save their possessions. Neighbor Sonia Bellamy says the smell of smoke brought back memories of her own experience with a house fire 28 years ago. She was the one who alerted the Barbados Fire Service this morning.
It was yesterday though. I heard the little girl right to me, next door to me. I should be like, call the fire truck. I told her, I said, okay, I am called the fire brigade. They pick up before they called them. I tell them, my name is Sonia Benny. I would like to the fire truck come here. You understand me? So tell me, okay, they come in. Then after they come, and then they cross there, the fire truck come, and they cross there, around there and all. And they talk to Catherine come out. And then she run up the house too, and she don't hurry. And she running out, get out the gas, but I'm running and start to back, you understand? But it was too much fire.
Well, Darwin Neblett lives next door to the destroyed house. He says assistance from members of the community kept the damage to a minimum at his family home.
I hear these screaming and all kind of thing. So I ran out. I see these flames there. I thought it was my house. So when I checked out, my house ain't fire. It was house behind me. So when I checked in the back now, it started attacking me from the back. But we got 4 pipes in the house, 3 pipes in the house, and 1 in the yard. But all the pipes start at the same time. You can't get so much pressure. So the governor, you know, my neighbor Sonia, very good man and woman. The Bellamy's on saying. The assistance very, very well.
Help is underway for the increasing number of children diagnosed with various forms of cancers and blood disorders in Barbados. Right now, there is only one pediatric hematologist-oncologist on the island who treats these children. But Sandals Foundation and Sick Kids Caribbean, along with the Ministry of Health, have picked another Barbadian healthcare professional to be trained in this field. She's Dr. Chantel Brown Farmer, who's heading to Toronto, Canada for a fellowship at Sick Kids Hospital. She was the guest of honor at a ceremony held at Sandals, Barbados, where the announcement was made. Dr. Brown Farmer says she's ready for the task ahead.
Since completing my graduate degree in pediatrics almost 2.5 years ago now, I have been eager to